Welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a lender that operates quite a bit differently. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us so we can talk a little bit more about what makes us unique and special. So after I go through a little bit of a formal overview, we'll pass it over to Kyle Hershey, our COO, who will actually show some of the back-end software we've developed and how the lead programs work. And then we'll close it out with Jose Gonzalez, our COO, with 29 years of experience in putting this all together. So let me go ahead and start by sharing my screen. And hopefully most of you have checked this page out, but let me explain a little bit more exactly what we mean. As we said before, we are different. We are not your traditional lender. We are a mortgage technology company. So we're all about building the tools actually from scratch that allow you to scale your business instantly. So you can basically plug into our system and generate more leads every single day from what you're already doing. So first off, let's talk about the business model. So we're approved with over 135 lenders and investors. What that means for everybody here, you're always going to have the best rates and pricing. Typically, that's going to be at the 5,000 plus in-house loan programs where we are the lender. We're funding the loans with our own money and drawing the docs with our law firm and all that great stuff. And if there's any reason where we cannot fund that loan, we want to make sure we have a partner with a lender that can. So what that means for you guys, we have every loan program that exists. From conventional, VA, USDA, FHA, non-QM, DSCR, those are the types of deals we fund in-house. Once we start going outside the box, like commercial, fix and flip, ground up, mixed use, CDFI, things like that, those are the types of deals we partner with a wholesale lender for. So what's important is we always have a home for every deal. And a little bit more about the technology. So again, we've written every line of code for what you're about to see here. And it all starts with our AI-powered lead generating website. This is just one page of it. And it's a fully integrated POS, CRM, LOS. What it really means for you guys, one login for you, one login for your customer, no matter which one of our thousands of different loan programs or hundreds of different lenders, investors, and banks we use. It's just one spot for you and your customer at all times. You can also get instant rate quotes from the 5,000 plus loan programs we have in-house where we are the lender, and we can even automatically re-quote your customers as the markets fluctuate since we are the lender on those programs. And that means your customers can come from just a name, email, phone number, pulling their own rates, completing their own 1003, pulling their own credit, getting that all synced into our LOS without you lifting a finger. We can do that all with all of our API integrations, over 50 API integrations with all the standard mortgage technology partners you might be used to. So we have an Encompass-based LOS system, but you never have to log into Encompass. We use Optimal Blue industry standard for pricing. Never have to get a login for that. Just click the button. 5 AMCs, all a click of a button away. No logins needed. You get the point there. Everything is just a click away. And you can plug into our automated social media posting where we can make flyers for you once you plug in your picture there and post those automatically to your networks that you connect to generate more leads every single day without you lifting a finger. And we have our AI built in with dual Oz. So a lot of platforms have dual Oz, Fannie and Freddie underwriting side by side. We take it a step further and run that through our AI to analyze which is going to be best for your borrower. Now let's talk a little bit about the trainings and support. Since we're all remote here, we definitely want to make sure we have everything at your fingertips. Typically, that's going to be in our remote training and learning center, or like a classroom. You can get in there 365 days a year, 24/7, jump in there, learn new skills, take new courses. We also have our live weekly loan officer trainings as videos, so you can jump in there, check out our library of thousands of different trainings, and jump into the different new ones we do every week. And we have our real-time Zoom support during business hours. Our processors can take over your screen since we're all remote. They can still get face-to-face with you, take over your screen, get you unstuck during business hours. We also have our Knowledge Center program with thousands of articles, videos, tips, tricks, not just from us, but all of our partners as well. So everything is just a click away in the Knowledge Center. And we have our AI Calvin program with all the federal and state regulations, so you can get instant compliant answers on anything during or outside of business hours, sorry. And the final thing here, final category, definitely one we want to talk about. We love to do our DSCR business purpose loans. We can do those in 44 total states. So great opportunity for everybody to do loans in more states without necessarily having to get more licenses. And we have all kinds of ways company leads come in. Just know that it's a simple 50-50 split, but Kyle will show you all the way those leads come in. And we can even help you get your lead campaign set up. Kyle will show you how that works. Or if you already have them set up, you can import those instantly with our API webhook with Zapier. And you can click a button at any time and refer a deal to your teammates for 75 basis points. Maybe you've never done that loan type before. Maybe you don't have that license. Just click that button and earn 75 basis points working with your team. And as Kyle mentioned before we went live, we'd love to meet everybody face-to-face since we're all remote here at least once per year. We do our annual retreat here in Miami with a VIP yacht party and all kinds of great events. And past speakers include people like Kevin O'Leary from the Shark Tank and Marcos Lemonis from The Profit. So a great weekend of events for everybody involved. And now let's get into the compensation plans. So we'll start over here with Broker Unlimited. This is the plan that allows you to earn 100% commission using our platform. So we're on a 275 basis point comp plan. So if you're charging your customer 275 basis points, you're going to earn 275 basis points. That's on conventional non-QM. And if you take a company lead, again, simple 50-50 split. So you take a company lead, that's 137.5 basis points or 1.375%. All of our Broker Unlimited partners can go brokered with over 135 lenders and commercial outlets. We're on a 275 comp plan. That's lender or borrower paid. And you're going to be working with the lender, account executive, and their team. Of course, you're working with another lender. They have their whole team that you're working with. And you're going to be using third-party processing. That's how brokered loans work. So you're working with a third-party processor. You can click a button again at any time to refer a deal to our in-house correspondent loan officers for 75 basis points to have more flexibility with pricing, etc. And everybody has access to unlimited leads at 50-50 split. Everybody has access to recruiting incentives. And it's a $2.99 per month tech fee with no transaction fees because you're just using our platform and our system and working with the lender and their team. Now, if you're new to the industry, maybe not used to brokered, or want the flexibility that comes with correspondent loan officer definitely has more support and flexibility. You can earn 200 basis points. That's 150 basis points on conventional non-QM or 1.5%. And simple 50-50 split on company leads, so 75 basis points or 0.75%. Everybody on the correspondent plan can go non-del or brokered at any time with any of our partners. And because we are the lender, you do have options for flexible pricing and price matching. And you're going to be working with a mentor to structure and disclose your file. Again, because we are the lender, we're going to actually structure it and disclose it right there with you. And you're going to be working with our in-house processing team because we are the lender. And you can even use our Calvin AI loan officer assistant that's going to be programmed with all your conditions as they come in to help you close that loan. And everybody can earn 50 basis point bonus for any volume over 2 million. Again, we want to build a platform and a system for you guys to scale up. So once you do, you can go ahead and get as much comp back as you can. Everybody has access to unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. Everybody has access to recruiting incentives. And the main difference here, there are no monthly fees when you're on the correspondent loan officer plan to use our system because you're on our plan, on our team. Now go ahead and sign up for the plan that's applicable for you. You can just click this button to take the next steps. But let's go ahead and pass it over to Kyle, who will show how some of the leads and software works. So you ready, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. There we go. All right. So I just want to point out a few things here about our CRM. So just like any other CRM, you can create your notes, send your emails, send your text. It keeps a record of it here. But you can also have our AI assistant do that for you here with the click of a button. You can have the AI do it for you. Of course, you can set reminders for yourself. You can put people on action plans, drip campaigns to automatically email them and text them on your behalf over time. All that kind of stuff that most other CRMs do. But what really starts to set us apart here is our quoting system. So if you just gather a few pieces of info from your client without pulling credit or anything, you can click a button right here to get all the rates from our different outlets, select the rates you want to show your client, and within 2 minutes of getting off the phone with your client, you can send them a nice quote that looks like this with the rate choices that you gave them. They can scroll over these things and see what they mean. You'll see if you put an address in, it has the Google map automatically pull in, the property taxes, the Zestimate automatically, and an actual insurance quote automatically for the property. Of course, the proposed loan here, the monthly breakdown automatically of the taxes, insurance, all that kind of stuff, along with the lender fees. But if we scroll down here, you'll see that not only are you here as the loan originator on the quote, but you can attach your realtor partners to this. So your realtors absolutely love this because they know when they send you a client, not only are you going to quote them within minutes with this cool tool, but you're also going to include them on the quote, right? And say, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. And your realtors definitely want to give you referrals over someone else who is not including them like this, right? So definitely a great tool there. Now, the best part about all this is your client can then just click start my loan application. And what that does is takes them right to their borrower portal, which looks like this, where they can then start their 1003. They can upload the documents we're going to need. They can see the loan info here. They can see the milestone of where the loan is at, which of course updates automatically as you go through the process. So your client has everything here to be able that they need to do. Now, they can just click right here to start their application, goes to the 1003. They don't have to leave the page. So what happens here on your end, let me show you what it looks like on your end here. Notice that this 1003 is 100% complete. And so when you click the Encompass API here, we also already pull credit as soon as they submit their application. So when they submit their application, we pull credit instantly. That way they don't have to put their credit card info or anything. And so what happens is when you come in here and click the Encompass API, not only is the 1003 already in here, but the credit is already pulled and imported. The liabilities are already imported into here. So everything is here ready for you to originate the loan. Now, I do want to point out the dual AUS that Nick was talking about. We do have the dual automated underwriting for Fannie and Freddie at the same time at the click of a button, but our AI actually takes it a step further to analyze it and let you know which situation is best for that borrower. Now, once the loan is in underwriting, if we scroll here right on your same screen, there's underwriter conditions that are going to pop in right here. Of course, you and your processor can upload documents to fulfill those conditions or dispute the conditions to kick them back to the underwriter. So everything is here within this one system. So this is how we can take somebody from being just a name, email, phone number to communicating with them in the CRM, gathering their documents, their application, pulling their credit, originating the loan, fulfilling the conditions. Everything is here in this system with one login for you and one login for your client. So with that being said, where do we get these leads in the first place, right? So as Nick mentioned, we are from a marketing background, so we don't buy third-party leads. All of our leads are exclusive from our ad campaigns. And what happens is when somebody clicks on our ad campaigns, they double opt in to be contacted, and you're sent a text message immediately so you can click the link and call that lead. We always call leads within the first minute to have the highest conversion ratio. So I took a little screenshot here of my test account. So you'll see on my test account, the leads coming in here. You'll see this is about an hour worth of leads coming in. You'll see I have regular purchase leads coming in, some general requests, some foreign national leads, some DSCR leads. So all kinds of different leads coming in here live from our actual ad campaigns that are going to your phone instantly. Now, another way that we provide you with leads in our system is through our auto dialer. So just like any other auto dialer, you can call 300-400 people in a day. If they don't answer, you can press one button, which drops an automated text and email to them from you and moves on to the next call. So you can call hundreds of people in a day, dropping those messages. And we put the leads in here for you, right? So there's always thousands of leads in here for you to call. And these are not cold call lists. These are also opted in leads. We also have realtor leads in here where you can call realtors, 300-400 realtors in a day to build those referral partnerships. So there's always leads in here for you to call in the auto dialer. Now, another way that you can work leads in our system is, as Nick mentioned earlier, we can actually copy our ad campaigns and put your budget on it. So what we have here is on our ad campaign page, you can actually purchase your own campaigns up front so that there's no lead split on the back end, right? Now, we're going to be giving everyone free leads on the 50-50 split every single day. But if you want to boost your pipeline even more and you want to boost your pipeline with leads without the 50-50 split on the back end, you can do a campaign on the front end. And we just copy our campaigns that we know work and we route those leads right to you and they're tagged as yours so that there's no split on the back end. So you don't need to know anything, right? You can just click the button, order the campaign, and the leads start coming to you. You don't need to know how to set up ad campaigns or anything like that. So another way that you can work leads in our system is maybe you're already getting leads from somewhere else. Maybe you are working with a third party like Zillow or LendingTree. Maybe you are doing your own ad campaigns. So in that case, you can import leads here into our system. We give you your custom webhook here and the instructions so that if you're already getting leads from an outside source, you use the webhook here. Maybe you're doing your own Facebook campaigns. Whatever you're doing, you can take this and use that to inject the leads into our CRM instantly and automatically. So as soon as that lead comes from that third-party source, it goes into our CRM. Our CRM notifies you so you can call them and quote them and do all that kind of stuff like any other lead that comes into the system. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jose here. So Jose is our CSO with 29 years of experience as a loan officer and a realtor. So we'll have him talk about how this all comes together to close loans, the type of support we have here. Then we'll open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar and joining the Mortgage Calculator. So you've heard about our great leads program, second to none in the industry, and you've heard about the technology, which you will definitely need to be able to capitalize on all those leads. Rest assured, you will also receive plenty of support at the Mortgage Calculator. We are definitely all about support, starting with your mentor, who you get assigned to as soon as you're done with your training, you're clear to originate, you get assigned to a mentor who will assist you with loan application structure to begin with. As soon as the loan application comes in, you receive an email. Your mentor is also alerted, as well as management. We will all be replying to that email, giving you some quick tips in preparation for your loan structure meeting with your mentor, which should happen within the next 24 hours. You get to meet with your mentor, structure the deal, and hopefully a couple of days later, you will be meeting with your mentor again to have that file disclosed, as we do disclose all files in-house where we are the lender. Remember, you also have the broker channel to operate. Your team leader, or should I say mentor, excuse me, will also assist you with structuring those files and then giving the approval for you to get that file disclosed. As soon as a non-delegated file is disclosed and everybody signs, it goes to our intake department. Intake will then register the file onto the portal that you chose for the file and submit to underwriting if the file documentation is complete for an underwriting submission. Once it is approved, your processor, because we do have in-house processing on all of our non-deal deals, your processor will grab the approval, update the file, and you will start working together with your processor to clear the conditions. And once that is complete, the file goes to our closing department, and we close and fund the deal. So many ways to get support here, also including our in-house live Zoom room, where you get live assistance, our live support Zoom room, right? You can find me in there, for example, Monday through Friday from 2 to 6, giving loan structure and quote assistance, as well as our in-house processors are in there for procedural assistance. So we have lot of success stories at the Zoom room, including one that comes to mind. We have an MLO, got her first lead, $1,056,000 loan, and it was a challenging one. It had been denied by another lender. So she came to the Zoom room meeting, thought she was going to have a bank statement loan on her hands, but after thorough review of the docs, we realized a P&L loan was the way to go. Lucky for her, we had the Zoom meeting, because if not, she was going to submit a bank statement loan, which would not have closed. 3 weeks and 2 weeks later, 3 weeks and 2 days later, excuse me, after a couple of more structure meetings, we were able to close that $1,056,000 loan, and she made a $16,000 commission on her first commission. Like that, we have many other success stories in the Zoom room. So looking forward to helping you structure your loan app and closing your deal and having you on board.
All right. Thank you, Jose. Let's go ahead and talk about the next steps, and then we will go ahead and open it up to questions. So when you are ready to move forward, you're going to go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join and sign up for the applicable plan. Now, just to go over the plans again here, Broker Unlimited, typically for more experienced loan officers or people that are used to the broker channel, right? The wholesale channel. And that plan is 100% commission, because all you're paying here is a $299 a month tech fee, right? There's no transaction fees. You're really just more so using our tech and our system, and of course, taking our leads if you would like as well on the 50-50 split, right? But your own self-gen, of course, is 275 basis points, 100% of the commission, no transaction fees. But you're obviously operating on the broker channel, meaning you're going to be working with the other lender, meaning you're going to be using third-party processing as opposed to our in-house processing. Now, for those of you who may be new or may just want the flexibility of the correspondent channel, which there is a lot of, you can join as a correspondent loan officer. Again, a lot more support here. For example, the actual mentorship there, as well as the in-house processing. So that makes it a little bit smoother as well. And then, of course, no monthly fees because you're an in-house loan officer here. So whichever plan you want to join is fine. You can also switch plans if you want to come on as a correspondent and then, go to the brokered unlimited plan later. Totally fine. Just apply here for the plan that's applicable. And then what's going to happen is it's going to take you right to sign the initial compensation agreement. Now, don't worry, you don't have to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy as well. So take your time and review it. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's what's going to kick off the rest of the steps. That's when we'll reach out to get your ID documents, to have us walk you through how to have us sponsor your license, all that kind of good stuff, right? So go ahead and apply for the applicable plan. Now, I know some people may be tuning in that are not licensed yet. If you're not licensed yet, you can actually take the course through a partnership we have with a mortgage school that shows you how to get your license, includes the 20 hours of education, and we actually reimburse you for the cost of that course and your NMLS fees on your first check, right? So if you don't have your license, great opportunity to get it and get reimbursed for the cost. You just go to the mortgagecalculator.com/training to take that course. And again, it includes the 20 hours that you're going to need, as well as some test prep to prepare for your course. So if you're not licensed yet, still opportunity to come on board. Just go to the mortgagecalculator.com/training. So if you're already licensed, go ahead and go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join and sign up for the applicable plan. If you're not licensed yet, go ahead and go to the mortgagecalculator.com/training. And we put that there in the chat as well. So we'll go ahead and stop recording now, and we will open it up to questions.